homies be making us thinking. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Allen. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Falcons' 48-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and get it with Geis. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Right here. Double tight, guys, double tight.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on, here we go.
Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Down. We waiting. Slide down. Big Ed, Big Ed, Big Ed. Express. Express. Who's that? 57. Mike, 57.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hand me. Hey, switch gears. White Monday. Fresno. Express. 29. 29. We got Mike 50.
Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
4 down, even. Mike 50. 12, Gumbo.
Here's Carr. And Gibbs got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. This is caught by Ginn. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Monday, down. You're wide 8-8. Just like that. Deuce right, Chief. Check it back.
Now a play fake. Carr. Found his target. It's Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run out of the shotgun to Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 180! 180!
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You're mine. Yo, Chief.
On play action, it's Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
Round 80!
57.
Regular. Go!
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Joker. 56.
From midfield, here's Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Let's get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, hold.
Mike 50.
Here's Allen. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, seam 6.
Low. Mike 50. Come off the ball. Switch it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, he'll let it fly in the direction again. This is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Now, you ready? Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the safety creep. White Monday down.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gareon Conley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Down. 180. I'm coming. Express.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brings up 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
50.
57 to Mike.
I'm on.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hey, check.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Off to Geis on the screen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Ginn. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, dude. White Monday down. No.
Now Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
93. Express.
57's the back.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Open man is Anderson. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
It's going to be a long day.
Go Chiefs.
Check. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That second down play nets a -4.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
29. Hey, exit.
Switch.
Express.
On me.
Carr now on first down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. That's good for 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I'm coming.
Express. Hey, 734.
Carr now to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go. Raider 1. Hey, Mike's 50.
White. Find down.
Watch the edge.
Carr going to throw.
Watch out.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Buccaneers 43-yard line.
Raider 1.
50, 65.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Again has it complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Monday, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Later, 2.
Now it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Jim, you go tight. You got tight.
This way, Chief.
Hatchet.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Found his target. It's Anderson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He's back to throw, and this one's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Express.
Let's 57.
93.
I got him.
Back to throw, Carr. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Strong right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check
OP. Express.
Motion. 57's the mic. 57.
694. That's up.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Allen. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Third down, here's Geis. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Bucs, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.